We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. Made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. First down. Time ball.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, get ready. Get the ball. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, kill. Ball drive.
Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Hill running right through it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, watch it. Tight go.
Oh, and now some space doubling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1. And there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Check hot route. Hot, hot. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game. Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing Jones. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Off.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Drop deep. Mike 5-5. Cut. Tighten up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Spot.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54. Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
54. I got you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You go tank. Go. You got tank. Go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half total.
That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
The amount of sacks that this offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Murray now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's Murray. Got a man open. It's Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray now. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Force you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Jones now. Off play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Call that a gain of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some...
Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.